Live from beautiful Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Houston Astros going up against the Colorado Rockies. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Today's starter for Colorado, Ryan Feltner. What do you have on him, Siggy?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Just about to get underway, Isaac Paredes digs in now.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. And that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. At the plate, Jeremy Pena.
After the loss yesterday afternoon where they really didn't ever get things going on offense, I think this is an important opportunity right here to pick up an early run.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Sets it down looking. And that is a big first out. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Now with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, with an ace on the bump, it's crucial not to become complacent. This lineup still has a job to...
Base hit into center field. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Here's a ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. And that's one of those where you're expecting a guy from second to score.
So digging in, Yainer Diaz. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. One runs in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only one away.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Stays alive. Swings and misses, struck him out. Huge strikeout there. All loaded up. Jake Myers up next for the Astros. Brings it in for the third out. Well, they pick up one run on the RBI single. On to the bottom of the first. If you're watching Rockies. Hunter Brown has the starting job in this one, Siggy. His 2025 season was impressive.
Yeah, Boog, he definitely took a step forward last season, becoming a finalist for the AL Cy Young Award, and he's a front-of-the-rotation pitcher who finished with the second-best ERA in the American League.
Not close with that one. 2-2. In the air to left center. Alvarez gets under it. One down. Next for Colorado, Mickey Moniak. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off. No. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That pitch just misses the inside corner, and now it's 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Gets to it with a slide. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2-2. Now one missed. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. And he made that pitcher throw 9 times on the way to that walk. Runner at first with 2 away. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Rockies. And a 2-1 on the way. That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Popped up. Pena under this one. And that ends the inning. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Astros, Joey Loperfido.
Ball.
Way out front for strike 2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
This to third. 1 out in the second.
Batting ninth, right fielder Cam Smith.
Pitch is in there. It's 2-2. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
And a 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So the Houston lineup turns over. Now it's the DH, Isaac Paredes. That's in there. And the count 1-2. Got him. That's out number 3. Back here in Denver, bottom of the second. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. The count 2-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. On a line, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Batting sixth, right fielder,
Quick move to first, and he's back in there. One now. Runner on the go. Ball misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets in the scoring position.
Late with the swing there.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Looks like extra bases. Coming home. He'll score and they tie it. Now around second, going for third. And the go-ahead run stops at third base.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Came screaming off the bat, I'm sure. Exit velocity's off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. This is Willie Castro. The 1-1. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. And it is out of here. That one felt good. His second of the year. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 3-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
The 1-2.
Ball.
Popped up. One away.
batting ninth.
Here's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. And the right-hander's 3-1. Outside ball four.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Grounds one to short. Pena. Off-balance feed. There's one. Double play.
That's an out.
What a twin killing to end the inning. But the Rocks bring in two on this big fly. It's now a 3-1 ball game. On to the third inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Yordan Alvarez. The 1-1.
Well, these Astros doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Astros.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And ball four, two aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
That's a check. What do you got?
And yes, he did. He went around. First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one is absolutely belted. Can't reach it. This should score at least one. One run's in. The second run scores. It's a two-run double. Back even. It's 3-3.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
Hey,
he's in there. Here's a 2-2. And there's a ball.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take. No.
Oh, he misses it. It drops. In to score from third. It's 4-3.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Fair ball. The throw to second. In
Too
there
late.
safely.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Catcher challenges, and this could be a big momentum swing. And it did miss the zone. The call stands. So they've only got one challenge left now. Base hit into the outfield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
On the ground, and that's just foul.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
That's out to center field. And there's one away. Two aboard with one out. Now it's the right fielder, Cam Smith. And a swing and a miss.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps.
Oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out.
The designated hitter, Deepak Paredes.
Time called as the pitching coach makes a visit to the mound. One reliever still getting loose out in the pen. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ryan Feltner won't go any further tonight. And this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Now on the bump, Tanner Gordon.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Out towards right center field. Doyle gives chase. Oh, and a great catch with a somersault finish, and he sticks the landing. Runners tagging from second and third. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. It's 7-3.
Left fielder, Jordan Alvarez.
Here's Jordan Alvarez. Runner on the move, pitching for a strike. throw to second. Out. And that'll end the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Back here at Coors Field. Well, Singy, we talked him up at the top of the broadcast. Firing on all cylinders coming in, but haven't seen the same dominance today.
Well, it's still early, but the sharpness hasn't quite been there. Feels like he's just one adjustment away from flipping the script.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Correa under it. And there's one down. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Designated hitter, Anthony.
Ball to strike.
Santander.
Fouled off left side.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Another 1-2. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Myers should have this one. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Rockies, first baseman, TJ Rumfield.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Ball.
In the air to left center. Alvarez moving under this one, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On to inning number 4. It's the Astros 7 and the Rockies 3. This is Rockies baseball on the show, Colorado. Back here in Denver, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Swing and a ground ball. A dive. Nice stop to first. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Ryan Ritter coming into the game now as the injury replacement.
Number 8, Ryan Ritter.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average but high slug.
Well, one thing he's going to lean on are the metrics. His exit velocity has been really good. He's just had some bad luck hitting the ball right at people.
Just outside. And that's ball 2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Alvarez gets his lead at first with nobody out. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Got him. Now 1 away.
That was a really good job setting him up. Right there, pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Dives, and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Up next for the Astros, third base.
First and second, 2 outs. And here comes Carlos Correa. Line shot into the gap, should score at least one. Coming around third is Alvarez. 1 run across, headed for the plate. The relay throw. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's 9-3.
Center fielder, Jake Myers.
In the air out to center. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Astros 9 and the Rockies 3. You're watching Rockies baseball on the show. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Zach Veen getting ready to hit. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Base hit center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Baseman, Willie Castro.
Now a quick throw to first. Veen back in on a dive. Back up the middle and a base hit. Lead runner around second. The throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Digging in, Jonah Heim. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. 2 left. Back here at Coors Field, and stepping in for the Astros, Joey Loperfido.
Well, these Astros putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Castro sends it to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Foul ball.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Shoots a line drive single into right center. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away. Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Isaac Paredes. That's in there. That's strike 2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Hard hit left side. They get the force, and that'll do it. One left for Houston, but they lead it 9-3. So a new pitcher. Out of the bullpen for the Astros, Angel De Los Santos. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Fought off foul. One-two now. On the ground to third. Gets it to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. So up next, Mickey Moniak. Here's a 1-1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The Astros up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. Out towards right center field. Myers settles underneath it. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Rockies, designated hitter,
And now it's 1-2.
Santander.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swings and misses, struck him out. It's the Astros 9 and the Rockies 3. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far.
Now pitching for the
And
Rockies.
we've got ourselves a pitching change. Michael Grove.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Strike 2.
No.
And
Ball
misses
3.
inside.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away.
Oh, great stop. Over to first. And they get the out.
Up next for the Astros,
Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Jose Altuve.
The 1-1. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard-throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that clearly blew him up on the hands, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. Stays alive. And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again. Got him. That ends the frame. It's the Astros 9 and the Rockies. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, number 35. Oh, that hit him. No chance for a play, and let's hope the righty's not hurt on the mound.
Ball.
Now all even up. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. One away. Zach Veen will hit next. And a 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Myers under it. He's got it. Manager out of the dugout. Brian Abreu will take over here. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's a 1-1. And a big swing and a miss. Just missing there. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And they'll do it again. The Rockies with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Upstairs. And that's ball 3.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
In the air, left field. Alvarez sprinting after it. Snags it on the run. And that will end the inning. It's the Astros 9 and the Rockies 3. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Carlos Correa.
Foul ball.
Foul ball. That's too low. Full count now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Jake Myers now at the plate. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Right side, Julian flips it, 1 at second to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out. Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths. Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
In the dirt to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. And now a man into scoring position.
Getting the out was never going to be easy. The wild pitch outside made things very difficult behind the plate, and it turned into a stolen base opportunity.
And that is that. It's the Astros 9 and the Rockies 3. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Catcher Jonah Hines.
1-1 now.
Ball.
The Astros have some action in their pen. Lance McCullers Jr. preparing to come on if needed. Burrows also throwing. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next for the Rockies, second baseman, Edouard.
So digging in, Edouard Julien. Swing and a miss.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And he grounds one to the right side. Altuve slings to first in time. Manager out of the dugout.
For Houston,
Mike Burrows on to pitch here. He last pitched 2 days ago.
the shortstop, Brian Ritter.
That misses the zone. 3-1. Swings through that.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Smith on the move. And that's the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Manager out of the dugout.
For the Rockies, number 0, Jaden Hill.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Out towards right center field. Veen takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. The Astros up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him. 2 gone now.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front.
No.
Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 3. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Two down, nobody on. Got him swinging. It's the Astros 9 and the Rockies 3. Back here in Denver, on to the bottom of the 8th. Mickey Moniak digs in now.
Ball. Did he swing?
On the 2-1, appeal to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. In the air to left center. And there's one away.
Up next for the Rockies.
The Rockies with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Santander.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. On the ground at first. He'll do it himself. Got the out. 2 down, base is empty. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Rockies.
That's a ball.
This one in the air, center field. Myers on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. Through 8 full, it's the Astros 9 and the Rockies 3. This is Rockies baseball on the show, Colorado. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
The 3-1. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And here is Yainer Diaz. The 2-1. In the air, right field. Veen on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. It's the Astros 9 and the Rockies 3. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the 9th, Brenton Doyle getting ready to hit. And a big swing and a miss. Got him. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Ball to strike. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. That's in there, and the count is 2-2. Veen wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and that one was indeed a strike. So they're now out of challenges. The 2-2. In the air, left field, and it falls. And that's a 1-out single. Willie Castro, the next to hit. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Pitch misses. No throw. He's in there safely.
Easy swipe a second right there with no throw down. It looks like they're very focused on this hitter at the plate. I'm not sure if that'll be defensive indifference or a stolen base, but here's a chance to drive in a run.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Man at second. Runner on the go again. Swing and a ball line to center. That's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's now 9-4. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. No throw. Safe at second. Popped in the air. Left field. Alvarez takes it in for the out. Out number 2. So it's their last chance in this one. So in now for Colorado, Edouard Julien. Man on second, 2 down. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Astros slugged their way to a win in this one.
This one was pretty much decided in the 3rd inning. From that point on, all they had to do is play fundamentally sound baseball to secure the win. And they did just that.
9-4, our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Ball 4, take your base. Out. Out. 3. You're out. Save. Ball 4, take your base. Out. Take. Out. You're out. Out. 3. Out. That's ball 4. Save. You're out. 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 3. Ball 4, take your base. You're out. 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 You're out. 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 You're out. Ball 4, take your base. Out. 3. Out. 3. You're out. That's ball 4. 3. 3. Out. Out.
Now pitching for Houston.
You're out.
Number 48,
Out.
Stephen Oker.
Out. Out.
Now pitching for the Rockies. Number
3.
34,
Out.
Yoel
Out.
Armstrong.
With Chris
Now
Singleton,
pitching for
I'm John
Houston,
Shambi. Thanks for
number
joining us.
62,
Nobody out
Bennett
here in
Sousa.
inning number 8. A new pitcher in the game, Bennett Sousa.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Activity in the Houston bullpen. Josh Hader, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. And it's going to stay a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. The 1-2. Out towards right center field. Myers moving under this one. Takes it in for the out. So up next, Edouard Julien. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Hit on the ground to short. Throws to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
2 down, nobody on. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Rockies. They trail. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith. That one ripped, but foul. 1-2 here. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Jimmy Garcia gets the call from the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That's in. Ball.
Ground ball to the right side. He steps on the bag. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead. Back to the top of the order. Next is the designated hitter, Isaac Paredes. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Stays alive. Here's a 2-2. And a sweeper misses for a ball. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Bean under it. Brings it in. And that is that. 1-2-3 go the Astros. Josh Hader on to try and close it out.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen. Downwind, so this game has gone to plan more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
1-1 now. Late on that fastball. Got him swinging. 1 up, 1 down. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Designated hitter, Anthony Santander.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The Astros trying to close out a 2-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
Ball.
Next offering misses, and now it's 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Smith takes it in for the out. Out Number 2.
Up next for the Rockies, catcher, Hunter Goodman.
Ball to strike. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Out of here! His 4th home run of the season. And just like that, they're within a run. This crowd has really come alive. This place is loud.
Hitting for the Rockies, number 37,
Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. He pulls it down, ball game. And the Astros hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, he does a nice job of coming in and getting the save. He made a mistake with the pitch, gave up the solo home run, but he maintained his focus, pushed through to the finish line.
That's ball 4. Out. 3. Ball 4. Take your base. 3. You're out. 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 You're out. 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 3. You're out. Out. Ball 4, take the base. 3. You're out.
now pitching for the Rockies,
Out.
number 0,
You're out. That's ball 4. Out. Ball 4, take your base.
now pitching for Houston, number 43,
You're out.
Jr.
3. 3. 3. Out. Out. Ball 4, take the base. You're out.
Now pitching for the Rockies,
First base.
number 34,
That's ball 4. Safe.
Iam.
Ball 4, take your base. 3. Out. Ball 4, take the base. Out.
Now pitching for Houston,
Three.
number 52, Brian Abreu. Now pitching for the Rockies,
You're out. That's ball 4.
number 93, Jimmy.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Garcia. Pinch hitting for Houston, number 44, Jordan Alvarez.
Out.
With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Nobody here in inning number 8. The 1-1.
Oh.
Fastball almost got him there. In the air to left center. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. The throw into second. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run in second. So digging in, Ezequiel Tovar. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Not close with that one. Ball 3. Mickey Moniak in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow.
So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros. And it's Sousa.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Swing and a ground ball. Walker takes it himself, and the lefty reliever does his job. Just one pitch to get the inning ending. We go to the 9th. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Isaac Paredes. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. 3-2. Out towards right center field. That one gets down for a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Payoff pitch. Popped up. Tovar gets there. He's under it. One away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Go ahead run on base. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Cut on and missed at 101. It's a ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. The Astros with the go-ahead run at first here at the top of the 9th.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Now, when you follow up a triple-digit fastball with a nasty changeup, pretty much every time the hitter's going to be in trouble. That was the plan. Get him to sit dead red on the fastball and then just make it look foolish with the off-speed stuff. The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
This one in the air center field. Freeman under this one. And that's the 3rd out. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. Astros lead this one 7-7. Back here at Coors Field, bottom 9, and they've got chance at a walk-off in this tie game. Anthony Santander at the plate. Here's a 1-1. And a big swing and a miss. Stays alive.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. That misses. Ball 2. On the ground. Throw short, hops him at first. Can't come up with it. He's safe.
Up next for the Rockies.
Well, we're going to see throwing errors from third base from time to time, and that's a pretty good example of why. If you don't get behind the throw properly, it's really easy to throw a power sinker over there to first. And first baseman, I'm sure he wants another shot at that pick, try to bail out his teammate, but that was just a tough one to come up with.
Hit in the air, center field. Alvarez moving under this one. Takes it in for the out. That's baseball. One day you're Babe Ruth, and the next you're Rafael Belliard. One out man at first. And here's the first baseman. Here's a 1-1. Ground ball right side and a foul ball. Pitch misses. Ball 2.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck. Carrying well. And it's off the wall. Around third. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Rockies walk it off 8-7.
Well, it's always great when you've got pretty good speed over there at first base. Somebody that can score all the way around the bases. What a tremendous swing and execution by both the batter and the base runner for this walk-off win.
And a final 8-7. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.